I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
And this is the gears from the band Dethklok. For timely topical political commentary, you can hit us at Middle America with Vin and Sori. This is for the big homie Daniel, who, he was a Cash App person. Normally people go through either Patreon or PayPal, but we do have a Cash App option as well. $125 at the gate gets you straight to the head of the line. It's called the Filthy Capitalist option, where you don't have to work with any of your teammates in an alliance or anything like that. You get to decide by yourself what song you want listened to. That's what the big homie did. If you're like me and you're not a filthy capitalist and you want to take the community option, which is my favorite option, it's $1 at the gate, gets you in at Patreon. You get to meet the great Pony, the great Calendros, etc., etc. They'll recruit you on a team. Hell, you might even run into Damon Sage, who's like a super secret guy. So you go there, you get recruited by one of those guys, you pull your points together. There's Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons, whole 9 yards, beautiful stuff. Okay, with that said, did I already talk about Middle America with Vin and Sori?
I don't know, you say it so fast.
For timely topical political commentary, you can hit us up at Middle America with Vin and Sori. However, this is the gears from the band Dethklok. Let's go.
Here we go.
I remember this band. You remember that song
where?
during the Rockathon? It was a birthday, death day song.
Oh, yeah.
And they were saying there was like a whole comic and a show that went with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dethklok. That's this band.
Okay.
So there's this thing here. This is dethklok.fandom.com wiki. I don't know if it's accurate, but here's the background. The Gears is about the Clocketeers and how they come to serve Dethklok. Dethklok played this song to the newly appointed Clocketeers while they had Melmord Fjordslorn as a secondary manager. While they were playing the song, Melmord attempted to murder the primary manager, Charles Foster
Literally?
Ulfdinson, by taking a saber hung onto the walls and trying to strike Ulfdinson with it. However, Ulfdinson sensed this, grabbed the saber as well, and blocked Melmord's attack, causing a sword fight between the two. Eventually, Ulfdinson proved to be the victor, managing to knock Melmord off the top of Mordhouse, killing him. An interesting note is that the song is similar to Briefcase Full of Guts. Both songs were played to Clocketeers and are about their job. The guitar work is also similar, with a quick opening riff and verse guitar that somewhat harmonizes with Nathan's vocals. No, this is
a little show that they made?
Yeah, that's the show and the comic that they made,
Oh, okay.
and I guess the Clocketeers are like the bodyguards for Dethklok.
You never know, because there was that one band where somebody killed somebody else.
Yeah. But that was the black metal thing. No, this is like the fiction stuff that goes along with.
Is this it?
It's
this
like
little
the
comic
comic.
here on the side?
I mean, I don't know, because that's not the same song, is it? So anyway, like there's a whole so the Gears or the Clocketeers are the bodyguards for Dethklok, and apparently they die a lot and whatever, but it doesn't matter because their lives are completely devoted to Dethklok. That's kind of the idea.
Okay.
So it's like this is a song. This is I don't know. This is kind of like
do people want to be one of those Gears? Like people want to be a maggot? Like.
Well, I think they're on a completely different type of energy because there's a storyline and everything that goes along with it. There's like a show.
Yeah, no, I get that, but is that like, are the Gears only the characters in this story, or are the fans also called Gears?
I don't know. I don't know what a Dethklok fan is called, but it's it's one of these things where like. Sonically, especially to the I'm just a sucker for tremolo picking, man. I am a sucker for tremolo picking. I got my guitar souped up. I bought some extra pickups and stuff for it. So, I've got the raw version of a song that we're working on. Jay,
coming along very well.
Jay, I'm actually gonna send you like a very raw copy of the audio file so you can see where it's going and you can add your stuff and send it back to me. But I'm still waiting for there's a thing that Solomon Kane showed me about GarageBand and stuff like that. But it's just gonna have a lot of tremolo picking. I just love tremolo picking ever since Got the Life. Really, that's kind of what set me off my love affair.
Sold you on it.
So this is about like the Gears and their devotion to the band and all that, which I think is probably metaphorical for.
The fans
to some degree, but
I wonder what their mark is.
Yeah, that is an interesting point. Let me see. What's the name of the song?
We bless you with our mark.
Dethklok.
The Gears.
Mark. Let's see. I don't know. But I think maybe it's that right there. That's probably the mark right there.
Their band logo.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Oh, look, people get the tattoo. Look at that person's got a tattoo of it.
Yeah, right. So that girl's got a Dethklok, whatever.
Ooh, that one looks like it's carved into their skin.
I was this close to getting a Korn tattoo.
Where?
I was just broke. At Tattoo the Earth.
No, where on your body?
I was gonna get it on my chest.
Yep.
On my pec. Korn. But I think this is one of those things.
But you were broke? Wait, at the concert you could have gotten it done?
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
They had roving tattoo people. You're here because you're one of us. We're the strength. We are soldiers. You journeyed far. You battled hard, and now you will receive a permanent reward. You've conquered pain. You've conquered fear. Stand proud and salute the bloodied flag here. You pledge your death in your last breath. You are the gears, you are the gears. We fear not mortality. We'll serve to the best of our ability. We'll give our lives to our masters. We vow to smite our enemies. You know that's really interesting is the if you look at this song, you're like, you've conquered pain, you've conquered fear, you stand proud and salute the bloodied flag. You've pledged your, it's like, whoa, these guys went through all of that just so that they could earn this whole thing about being gears so that they could basically die for Dethklok. And it's like, what a weird thing. And then it's like, it's exactly how these special operations group operate. You know, like there's all this emphasis on the legendary nature of how difficult Buds is, you know, or how difficult selection is for combat application groups or whatever. And it's like, they've got everybody focused on how hard it is to make it through those selections so that you can go out and you know, I mean, when was the last time we've had like a serious, legitimate enemy that threatened the United States that, in my opinion, we were justified in attacking? The last one was Bin Laden, in my opinion. Like, that's a guy we were justified in attacking, and I don't think we should have sent the big army over there. You know, I mean, it was a very small crew of people, and it was basically the intelligence apparatus between the NSA, CIA, and other alphabet groups. There were activity guys there, like outside the compound. So it was a confluence of SOCOM and CIA that did it. We don't need to have the giant, you know, army presence down there that we've had for 20 years. But my point is, it's like,
but we need the oil.
Well, there's no oil in that. We didn't get any oil in Afghanistan.
I thought you said that's why we were over there.
Not in Afghanistan.
Iran. Where are we
there's
trying
a lot
to
of oil in Venezuela. Venezuela has a ton of oil.
Where are we? We're holding out because Trump said it. We're gonna have to take their oil or something like that. Where was that?
Well, Iraq. He said after they killed Baghdadi, he's like, we're gonna take the oil and then we'll sell it back to people. We're not just gonna give it away because we spent a lot of money over there. And so he's like, we're gonna recoup that money. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that type of honesty. But, you know, like, I think it's horrible, but I appreciate the honesty. It's like, how about we give the oil back to the Iraqi people for free so they can rebuild their nation after we went in there and destroyed it? How about that?
Yeah.
That's not how Trump thinks. But
give it back to them for free. It's theirs.
Correct. But, you know, like, that's part of the thing with, you know, there's a lot of psychological operations going on when you present SEALs or special force, and you know, obviously, you know, people fall for it, you know, especially when they're younger, because it presents to young men like, hey, only the elite can make it through this level of torture, and what's really happening is they're looking to see who can be the most obedient soldier, no matter what is happening to you physically or emotionally or mentally. Can you continue to do what you're being told to do? Because a lot of those limits that they're talking about as weakness are actually safeguards that your mind has to protect you from doing terrible things. But they recast that as weakness so that, like, if you've got a dislocated shoulder, it's not good to continue to exacerbate that.
Right.
Yeah, you got people dying in training and all the rest of it, and people are looking at that as and they've crafted a narrative such that if you push through that and all that, then that means that you're like a super soldier, and not realizing, no, what it means is that you are you're a more compliant individual than normal. That's what it means. So
really,
if people, yeah, that's the entire point of those selection courses. That's the entire point. So,
oh my gosh,
and it's brilliant. And if I were to tell a story about a horrible country who was going through the world and destroying everybody and yada yada yada, and I put the template down as to how that stuff operates, then people will go, oh my gosh. But that's literally what those selection courses are for. And like, you don't figure that stuff out until it's too late. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. But, you know, you tell people that, they lose their minds. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I had a guy, when I was on assignment in Houston, this guy is a legend and the guy is literally a super soldier. And we were sitting there talking because he was, he's kind of mentoring me. And in my opinion, there's this other guy named John Mace Junis, who not many people know about. That guy is like literally the ultimate Rambo type guy. Like, the stuff this guy did was unbelievable. But that was actually after he did a lot of really crazy. I'm being very vague here. But okay, in Somalia, Mace went back out as a reporter. So he had one little sidearm in his cargo pants, and he went out taking pictures or whatever because he was trying to find people.
Wow.
And he was by himself when everybody else was whatever. So like that's.
Is that why they're hostile toward, people are like, oh my gosh, that was the media. Why did they go after the media? Is that why? Is it because there's situations like that where it's just somebody disguising as a journalist?
Yeah, I mean that has happened. But so aside from Mace, this guy was like legendary, and he used to mentor me when I was out in Houston, and I started kind of coming to that understanding, but he kind of like completely solidified it. We would sit and talk and all that, and I was like, holy shit. He's like, yeah, I couldn't believe it. So definitely, it didn't change anything I did career-wise, though, obviously. So, but it's just crazy stuff. So I'm looking at the song. I'm like, I think it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, and I think you're supposed to kind of look at it like, haha, look at these guys. These guys are crazy. They're just, willing to get themselves cut down or whatever.
It sounds like a video game.
Ridiculous band. Right. But like this is like really true to life. Even the whole "we bless you with our mark" thing and all that. Like that's all true.
It's true. A lot of times those groups tattoo themselves with the marks there.
Well, in certain groups, like you're literally like branded and you're it's
branded?
all it's all part
that
of it.
doesn't seem like it's very smart because that's
all
like
part of the
how
initiation.
can you be undercover or anything after that?
Well, I mean. Like
Everybody
I said, there's certain groups. Not everybody's going undercover. A lot of that stuff is very boring, to be honest with you.
It's true.
So, I mean...
how am I supposed to know?
How does,
I mean, the FBI doesn't mean anything. They wear their coats and everything.
You guys are so stupid.
I don't understand that, but whatever.
Shout out to the... Hey, everyone! I'm a Fed.
So if you have any issues and you're looking to...
Here's my car. You can tail me. And
like a big bullseye.
I won't even let you know. But yeah. So anyway, the song is like, I think it's meant to be tongue-in-cheek or whatever, but it's very true to life. Very true to life. Shout out to John Mace Jr. He's a lawyer now.
He is?
Yeah.
Living the good life, I guess.
I guess. He got out of his system, so he lived a full life. Good for him.
Oh my God, Lord help us.
What?
He got it out of his system. Like, it sounds to me this gentleman was a very violent man, and so it's just like, wow, like he had to get so much violence out of his system.
Well, no, I wouldn't characterize him that way. He was just he's extremely intelligent, and he didn't go out there Rambo style and go in Somalia. He sat and thought and said, "Oh, I'll just show up as a journalist." And he went out there by himself. Like,
that's pretty gangsta.
He's on that shit, man. So shout out to him.
Yep.
Shout out to Dethklok. I love the last like 40 seconds of this song.
It was heavy.
With that tremolo stuff. It was epic though. The melody was epic at the end. And I love when you can combine heaviness and melody, and they did that. And of course, that's what tremolo picking does. If you've got a good drummer that can do that, we can do it. What do you give the song?
You go first.
9.6.
Oh, it was a 9 for me.
Unbelievable. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.